play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion Baltimore Ravens taking on the chance from the other side, the NFC, the Arizona Cardinals. Brandon Gaudin along with Charles Davis, and what a season it's been for our AFC champions. And this was a fight just to get to the Super Bowl. You got to figure that they are very battle-tested and ready.
I'd agree with you 100% about that. You don't get there without having those types of attributes, and that's what you look for in a Super Bowl team. Character, confidence. These guys don't lack for either one of those. Now they're here. Now they're ready to win.
Meanwhile, our NFC champions, they have gone through a lot to get where they are. Everybody knows their story this season. What's the key for them as they start this Super Bowl?
Let's go full cliche on this one because it works. Remember what got you here. Been a winning formula all season long. This is a team that when we saw them in the preseason, we said they look like a group that has what it takes to be a Super Bowl winning team. And we've been proven right by what we've seen throughout the season.
The drive will begin with a run by Benson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find the hole.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Now Murray sees something. He's going to change it up. He'll try and run forward with Connor. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. Blake Gillikin on to punt here as he'll send this one away. And now a high kick here as he'll try to hang it up there. A 39-yard punt, a return of 5. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 23. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. That's to about the 28. 2nd down coming up. This Super Bowl, of course, just a huge one for this head coach. The first time he's walked the sidelines in a game of this magnitude. And you know, I might normally ask the cliche, what's going through his mind right now? But maybe the better question, CD, what do you think are the pitfalls of being a first-time head coach in this game?
Well, you know it's something that he thought about, Brandon, and he had to. And he was thinking about it long before he got to this stage. As the season progressed and he saw that his team was good, if he was smart, he started to make plans right then and there. Reach out to other coaches who've been there before. Find out how they handled winning, losing, handling all the ticket situations, travel, practice, all those things. And then trust your gut, make your best decision, and put it all out there and give your team their best chance to win.
They set up the screen for Henry. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. From the gun, Jackson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good. We're on Baltimore first and 10.
Play action. Now Jackson. Yet again, targeting and finding Mark Andrews. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
The handoff against Henry. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Throwing is Jackson. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
It's pretty early in the game, but they've already tried to establish him not just as a runner, but as a receiver as well. Didn't happen there, but I wouldn't be surprised at all to see them try again shortly.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Middle. Set up.
They'll try the right side with Henry. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this 1st quarter. They're down to 1 remaining.
What? 13.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. They go play action now. Jackson. And he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the 1st quarter. Appreciate everyone joining us. Super Bowl 60 here tonight. Time to begin the 2nd quarter. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis up in the booth as we get set to resume play. And the first play will be a field goal try. The wind is at his back here in the 2nd quarter. And this one is right down the middle. And the Ravens strike first at 3's in. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this 1-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
He's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage here by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. They went 3 and out on their first drive. Things already looking better here. 1st and 10. Kyler going to give this to Benson. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
To throw is Murray. Now he's going to step up and run. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him the first down.
Well, that turned out better than most of the passes he could have thrown on that snap. The coverage downfield was excellent, but the containment close to home left him a backdoor escape, and they paid dearly for not locking up.
Murray now to throw. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And his pass incomplete.
It sort of looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
2nd and 10. Murray again. This is Connor.
Finding his way down to about the 35-yard line.
They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Here's Murray. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Adafe Owe drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Hey, middle.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
2 minutes on the clock in the 2nd quarter of this Super Bowl. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. To throw is Jackson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up a screen. You don't want to throw it too early to have the defense react too quickly. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late. And that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
You change it.
Here's Jackson to throw. Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
And the Baltimore first down. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
A first down carry for Henry. Derrick Henry all alone. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Derrick Henry, 45 yards. As his guys are able to extend their lead. Tyler Luke now for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
At the 23, it's 2nd and 12.
Close.
Throwing now is Murray. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. He's got his target. That's complete. And the Card's going to call another timeout. Their 2nd. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
Big Ace open. Buzz. Hard. Omaha. 2-2.
Murray going to throw. Short one here, caught by McBride. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch.
Swim.
Here's Murray from midfield. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens are going to have it here just past the 25. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Play action. It's Jackson. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down.
To kick off for Arizona.
These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And I would imagine this is where you have to take stock of the situation, CD, and say, gosh, we're halfway to the Lombardi Trophy. Let's not slow down now.
And I like the way you went there. Let's not slow down now, because the first half certainly went their way. And I would expect them to continue that type of a game plan. But you're right. You do think back to Super Bowl 54. 49ers had a double-digit lead in the fourth quarter, couldn't hold on. So plenty can still happen.
At the
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now it's Jackson. Over the middle, complete. It's Walker. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. 66 yards. And the Ravens will extend their third-quarter lead here in this Super Bowl. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes our score 17-0. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. To throw, it's Murray. Short one here, caught by McBride. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync.
Picked up by Odafe Oweh. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
Well, it certainly feels like this defensive group has figured this guy out to the tune of a big lead in this one. And you know that he's frustrated with how this game has gone. And now with back-to-back interceptions, he's got to find a way to get out of his own head and start making better plays.
Henry up the middle. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. 82 yards rushing for him now. A big part of why they lead in this Super Bowl.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Sometimes I get almost mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, those eyes that carry their feet to open spaces, make people miss. I just love watching those guys go to work.
They'll try to run forward with Henry. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or two in this situation.
Again, it's Henry. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Derrick Henry, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Ravens are starting to open things up here in this Super Bowl. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 24. After the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's Murray. And connecting here with D.J. Sharp. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, Cardinals.
Murray now. Now he'll tuck this and run. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Play fake. Murray. He'll dump this one off to Connor. They'll wind up getting just a yard. And that'll make it 2nd down.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 29-yard line.
That's one.
Now Murray. Now he's going to step up and run. This is taken in by McBride. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Looking to throw. Murray. Toward the pylon. Caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Trey McBride. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Cardinals get a bit closer. So that, Charles, their first score of the ball game, obviously, coming here in the 3rd quarter. Is that going to be enough to energize the troops?
It's a great question, and we'll wait to see the answer, but it's finally something for them to build on. Now they know that they can actually score against that defense.
And he'll find his way in for 2. And we're back to a 2-score game. The lead's cut to 16.
Cardinals 8. Jack Ryland to kick off for Arizona.
Ryland now following the touchdown, back out to kick it away.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And taken down just shy of the 40.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down at 6. They'll run it again with Henry. Now he's loose again. Inside the 10. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Derrick Henry with his 3rd touchdown of the Super Bowl. And the Ravens are feeling good as they extend their lead in this Super Bowl.
The kick is good.
Extra point splits the uprights. And that pushes the lead up to 23. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty...
They got his man complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 30 yards there.
And this offense needed something to try and seize the momentum a little bit. That might have been exactly what they needed. Now they have a chance to go downfield and score and cut into the lead.
Up next, the biggest quarter of the entire season. At the end of that, we get to crown a champion. We are through 3 here in Super Bowl 60.
The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter.
Hey.
From the gun, Murray. There goes a deep ball, end zone.
And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. Second down coming up.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Murray.
Now he'll tuck this and run.
Oh, he'll try and throw it deep to the other side of the field. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
What you got?
Shotgun now for Murray.
He'll try and do this himself.
This is caught inside the 15. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That's complete right around the 8. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. They'll look to throw again. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona.
Michael Wilson
from 3 yards out.
And the Cardinals are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2.
The Cardinals will line up for the 2-point conversion.
It appears they're going to throw for it with Murray.
And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further.
Cardinals 16.
Back out is the kicker, Ryland, and he'll send this one away. And this one over the back line of the end zone. They definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
And they have been the better of the two sides to this point with a 2-score lead. Fourth quarter of this Super Bowl. And the Lombardi Trophy within reach as they start this drive 1st and 10.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Jackson. They set up the screen for Henry. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
The offense on third down tonight, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. They go play action with Jackson. Will try and do this himself. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
And Brandon, this is the time of the game when Jackson could really take over. He's got the defense's legs a little bit tired. He's got them on the run.
Yeah, this defense looks gassed, and you're exactly right. Second half with the lead, this is when Lamar Jackson seems to thrive.
And the busy night for Henry continues. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Here's 2nd and 3.
Now Jackson.
A check down here for Henry.
Gets through and now an opening. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Derrick Henry with a record 4th Super Bowl touchdown tonight.
And the Ravens have put this one to bed here in the 4th quarter.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead opens up now to 22 points.
Cardinals 16.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And that one going to hop into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And it's becoming more and more apparent that this is just not going to be their night. That Lombardi trophy so close, but the expectations simply have not matched the results as they start on this drive, 1st and 10. Here's Murray. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 36.
First down, Cardinals.
Murray now to throw. Nowhere to turn here. He's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Odafe Owe in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11.
Green.
To throw is Murray. Caught. It's Wilson. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens 23.
A gain of 14. And the Cardinals first down.
Back to throw. Murray. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
Swim.
On 2nd and 10, Murray.
Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time.
Picked off by Marlon Humphrey.
And the Ravens are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. Well, time, I mean, certainly not on their side offensively. They had to take some chances, but that interception will further hinder their already slim chance at victory.
Yeah, and you're talking about time not on their side, but it certainly is on the defense's side, and they understood that. They knew they had to press it a little bit, and they planned accordingly. And what a benefit for them, able to pick that one off and hopefully put this game away.
Now on first down, he's going to sneak it. And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down.
Well, he got what he could there, just trying to move forward and gain a little bit of yardage and create some space. You know the pressure is going to be tough defensively.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
The quick feet by Jackson. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. They needed some breathing room. He gave it to him. 11 yards and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15. And it's all over. Just one is left standing, and that one is the Bolts.
Fall back, get back,